Welcome everyone, this is Zozo Stockwatch, and this is your Stockwatch list for Friday, October 6th. Well, the Fear and Greed Index is getting up there. I think they're going to have to expand it to 120 at the rate this market's going before we get into extreme greed. Currently we're at 95, and this is provided by CNN Money, and the Fear and Greed Index once again is at 95. The market just keeps powering up and making new highs, and right now it doesn't matter until it matters. So Fear and Greed Index keeps pushing higher, and the market keeps pushing higher too. So we won't worry about it until we have to. Here's the futures for tonight. Dow futures down about 3. S&P futures down a little bit or flat, and the Nasdaq futures flat to up on the Nasdaq. Oil today closed at, oil trading right now at $50.74 on oil, and gold is up basically $1 in the after hours tonight. As far as your economic information for tomorrow, do not forget we have the employment situation at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Time tomorrow. A bunch of Fed speakers tomorrow at 9:15, 12:15, 12:45, and then again at 10 to 2, James Bullard will be speaking. We have the Baker Hughes rig count at 1 o'clock. 10 o'clock we have wholesale trade, and once again the unemployment number at 8:30 employment situation for companies announcing earnings tomorrow morning before they open. EROS is the sole company reporting earnings before the market opens tomorrow for Friday, October 6th. For our stocks that were top percent gainers today from the trade exchange, courtesy of the trade exchange, ONVI, GIGA, CDNA, USEG, APVO, ATHX, EDAP, MOBL, PNK, CERS, RIGL, FMSA. To the downside, we had DRAD, IFON, IDN, NPTN, NAVI, VLRX, VCEL, CKPT, ALQA, GSAT, IMGN, and TEUM. For the unusual options call activity, we had CAH, Cardinal Health, CHRW, EXPE, LULU, STI, UPS, VCEL, and WPM. Unusual call activity, once again provided by the trade exchange. For the put activity, we had DLTR and MU on the put activity. So after the bell, some news that came out from the trade exchange news desk. We had ALQA, and that stock announces a 1-for-10 reverse stock split. Stock was moving down in the after hours. GIGA, Gigatronics, receives 4.9 million order, and let's check out Giga, and that stock popped in after hours but then moved back down. But Giga with that $4.9 million order for high performance filter products on GIGA. Also after the bell, we did have some earnings come out, and we'll go ahead and take a look. Costco came out with earnings that a revenue miss, COST, and that stock popped at first but then moved down to about 161 in the after hours on their earnings report on COST, Costco. Next up for earnings, I think we had, YUMC. This is Yum China, YUMC, and you see the pop here and then the pullback, but they came out with earnings and same store sales. So earnings per share miss and revenue beat for YUMC. And we'll just scroll through, see if there's anything else. General Electric names AWS as its preferred cloud provider, so that's with Amazon. ABBV, jury finds AbbVie liable for heart attack tied to Androgel, and ABBV. So that stock was down a little bit in the after hours on ABBV. And let's see, AVEO was up in the after hours. AVEO had popped, but it pulled back. So that's basically pretty much it for the news in the after hours. Let's see, ZGNX, Didn't really do much after hours. And see if I missed anything else as far as FTech. Let's see, FTEK, fuel cell tech regains compliance with NASDAQ listing. So FTech gained compliance with NASDAQ listing requirements. And I think that's pretty much it for after hours. There was a Form 4 on AMBC. And like we said, the ALQA 1 for 10 reverse split. LLY, let's see, that one was popping during the market hours today. So that one popped, and then that one dropped on LLY. I think the news on that was, LLY prevails in IPR final decision. All right, so LLY had some news around 2 o'clock. They popped it, and then they pulled it back down. So that's pretty much it for the news in the after hours. We'll go ahead and get into the market watch list now. So we'll go ahead and take a look at the SPY. As you see, we just keep climbing right in this 5 EMA currently, and it's not broke, and they just keep pushing it higher. If it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? QQQ also starting to power up right in that 5 EMA on the daily chart here. IBB trying to get up through that 342 spot on the IBB IWM. We had a little bit of a red candle yesterday. We stayed above the 5 EMA, and then the bulls come right back in. Still haven't gotten us above that 150, 65 spot on the IWM. IWC, we are just under the highs here. We had that red candle yesterday, and then they came in and pushed us back up. Today the high was 96.71. So 96.71, 96.75 is the number to watch on IWC. IBB pushing up towards the highs now on the IBB, up at that 341.98, 342 spot on the IBB. XBI also pushing up to these all-time highs. IYT, little bit of a pullback here. We popped, we hit that 180 spot on the IYT, but still not much of a pullback, only to the 10 SMA. And as you can see, they came in and bought it off of the 10 SMA on the IYT, and that's the transportation index. As far as the Dow Jones itself, the Dow Jones 30, just powering up to new all-time highs. Looks like it has 23,000 up in its sights here, so we'll see what they want to do with that. Once again, that fear and greed index is up at 95. So, and like I said, that doesn't matter until it matters. So that's your markets, and all systems are go right now. We'll just take a quick look at SMH powering up to new highs here, and XLF, pushing higher on the XLF. Still needs to get over that 2650 spot on the XLF, but all systems go here. Everything's looking pretty good. Let's see, Robo is one of those ETFs, automation ETF, and that's pushing higher. Some of the names today, Tesla still trying to get over that 20 SMA. Apple, trying to get back over the 20 SMA, still below the 50 SMA. Amazon, this one pushing higher, back over the 50 SMA, trying to get over the 100 SMA on Amazon. And Google is strong and pushing higher on Google. Once we got that 960 break on that name, we got a $9, $10 push on Google. Also, Microsoft powering ahead today. That one pushing higher on analyst, I think, upgrade. TXN in the semiconductor space, just riding that 5 EMA up. Intel pushing higher and riding that 5 EMA. And then Nvidia didn't really participate today. For Nvidia, still holding above the 5 EMA, the yellow dotted line you see here, still above the 10 SMA, still above the 20. So Nvidia, still hanging in there, still holding above this 170 breakout for Nvidia. For Facebook, turning back up, holding above the 10 SMA, now getting back above the 20 SMA. And blast from the past, Twitter. starting to get up above all the moving averages. So maybe Twitter wants to start participating. That would be nice. And Snap not doing so much. So that's pretty much a little bit of around the horn, the markets and some stocks. And we'll go ahead and get right into the watch list. So just a brief announcement. Just wanted to make sure, I run a really tight ship over there at my service, and you can come join us and check us out for a 7-day trial offer of $9.99. Everything you hate about other chat rooms, we don't do, okay? We are a very legit chat room. The entries are put in the room. I talk you through the trades. I help you out. If you want to come try us for $9.99, you can come try us for that price for 7 days. Listen, if you don't have time to do day trading, and I understand a lot of people have jobs, we also have a swing trading service for $30 on the private Twitter feed. So you can follow that on the private Twitter feed, and it also connects to your mobile phone. All right. So if you'd like to come give us a try in a room that does everything that, I'm sure you're going to appreciate, not only talks you through the trades, educates you, but cares about you. Come check us out. $9.99 for 7 days of my service, and I think you're going to like it so much, and then you can move up to the monthly or the yearly, the annual, or the semi. All right, so come check me out, zozostockwatch.com, and give us a try. All right. All right, so as promised, here's your watch list. First one up is this AEZS. Now, it doesn't look like much, but, I saw it kind of popping today. It was coming up on the Trade Ideas scanners today. So I put this one on watch. If it can break out over this 200 SMA, I don't know if it's going to do it tomorrow. It's about $2.19, the 200 SMA on the daily chart here. If that can get over that and then through that 225, you might get a pop here in AEZS. So like I said, it was coming up on the scanners, so we'll see. I'll keep that one on watch. APHB, this one popped 4 million shares, so I'll be looking for some type of trade maybe in this one. We had a high of $1.35, so we'll see how this one sets up intraday. Was coming up on the scanners also today. ATHX popping today, looking for that 250 break and continuation move maybe, or a red to green type of move. 2.5 million shares in ATHX. ATOS, this one is an under $1 name. Got 5 million shares traded. The high today was 64 cents, closed 57 cents. So, if this one can get back over maybe 60 cents, 65 cents, you might get a move in ATOS. AVEO, this thing has been basing, and also it popped in the after hours, so maybe this one is going to start to move if it can get back over that 410 spot on AVEO. So we'll see, and we'll always have to see how it sets up intraday. BlackBerry, we had this big pop in BlackBerry. Now it's still holding this 5 EMA. It's holding up above 11. So we'll see if this one wants to get going on BlackBerry for a continuation move. CALI, nice pop, China name. This one is auto, trucking, and dealerships. And so we'll see if there's some kind of setup. Last when I looked at this one, it was a little bit spready, so have to take that into account. So we'll see how this one wants to set up. This Cali CYCC starting to turn the corner here. It's above the 50. 1.6 million shares came into the name. Has a high of 207. So I'm looking for maybe that 210 break on CYCC and to see if that one wants to move. CYTX popping, almost 4 million shares traded in that name today. Its high was 50 cents, so maybe 51 cents, 52 cents. Maybe it fills this gap on CYTX. DELT, nice pop today. It is still below the 200 SMA, so we'll see if this one wants to set up. Specialty chemicals on that name. Dries, we'll move it down to a 30-minute chart. Here's a dry, still hanging in there, trying to get up over this 320, 330, I'm sorry, 320, 325 spot on dries. So we'll see if that one maybe wants to make a continuation or some kind of move tomorrow. FMSA, and we'll go back to our daily chart here. Here's our daily chart on FMSA, and we're looking for this one to take out the highs from today, 514. So it had 7.6 million shares. I think there's a chatter around the name, so keep this one on your watch list. Oil and gas equipment services, FMSA. Next one up is HMNY. This one just keeps powering up, so we'll see if the shorts are going to get screwed tomorrow again. Looking for that $15 break on this name again, so 14.96 high. If this breaks at 15, maybe the shorts will have to cover some more. HSGX, looking for that 220 spot to break on this one. Light in the volume though on HSGX, but if it can get over that 220 spot, volume could come in the name. It's a biotech. HTGM came up on the trade ideas scanners. We actually got a trade in this afternoon, well, during lunchtime actually, and so we got a piece of this for a nice trade. So it's starting to get over the 50 SMA, so we'll see if this one sets up again tomorrow. IDRA, nice push up, looking for that 250 break, 252, 251, 2.8 million shares on IDRA. INAP, nice pop today, looking for that $5 continuation move. 3 million shares traded in the name, so looking for that one to take out 5, or maybe some type of red to green on that one. INFI, this one also popped today at the 100 SMA. If it can clear this 145 spot, we had 1.8 million shares. This one might make a move. iTech, big winner today, big pop up 40, 50, 60% on the day. So we'll have to see how this one sets up intraday, if it's going to. IZEA, after it popped up here, it pulled back. It is holding the 10 SMA and trying to get back over the 5 EMA on IZEA. So keep your eye on this one. 1.2 million shares. KDMN, over 800,000 shares traded, starting to break out, and so maybe over this 4 spot on KDMN, biotech name. So we'll see if this one wants to continue up through 4. PSDV, nice pop, 3.2 million. The price, the high on this one, 129. So over 130, maybe this one gets going further. PSTG, starting to turn the corner again on PSTG, holding the 10 SMA. So maybe over that like 1605 spot, PSTG. ROKU, we'll see. This is an IPO, so not a lot of data, but if it can take out 22.25 maybe on ROKU, had 6.3 million shares traded. Maybe this one will pop again. SKLN, needs to get over this $1.75 spot on SKLN, but this came up on the scanners today. Volume's a little bit light for me, but you see it's been basing and holding around that 135. Now it's starting to turn the corner, get over the 50 SMA, but it needs to clear this 175 spot for SKLN. TEAR, nice pop, trying to get back over the 100 SMA. So it looks like the number here is, maybe over 175, 180, 1.3 million shares in tier. And USEG, this one popped today, oil and gas, and 1.6 million shares traded. So we'll see if that one wants to do anything. EARS was also on my scanner. EARS. So looking for this break of $1, right? This is a bonus one. I just added this one. So EARS, EARS, if this can, it's had a run from about 70 cents, but now, if this can get back over, $1, we might get a nice continuation move in EARS. EYES, not doing anything, and EYEG, also not doing anything. So EARS, maybe the one for tomorrow for a quick trade, that name. All right, so that's your watch list for tomorrow from zozostockwatch.com. Like I said, come and check out my site. We do all the stuff that you've hated in other chat rooms. The clutter, we don't have that. The front running, the moderators is in the stock, but I'm not type of stuff. Pretty much everybody gets in the trades in my room, and the swing trades, we call them over the mic. The day trades, we call them over the mic. They're typed into the room, and easy to follow. All right, so that's the most important thing, that the trades are in the room prior to the trigger. We do education. I stay there. I explain things to you. The room opens up at 6:15 each morning and is open till 8 o'clock Monday through Thursday. But on Fridays, we do shut the room down at 7 o'clock at night, but we always open pretty much at 6:15 every morning. I run a pretty tight ship there, so come check us out. 7 days, $9.99. All right, hope to see you there. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your support on YouTube. Hit that like button, retweet these videos, and I will see you around YouTubers, and I'll see you on Stock Twits at Zozo Stockwatch, and on Twitter at Zozo Stockwatch on Twitter. Thanks very much for listening. Have a great night. Thank you.